Goodbye, Greasefang. Adios, angels. It's time to play Terror Shredder. That's right, Terror Shredder. I saw this list on MTG Goldfish. It looks pretty cool, and it's fairly budget. Only rares in the main deck are 4 of Thoughtseize and 4 of Ledger Shredder, the Shredder in the name. Everything else is common or uncommon, except in the land base, we do have 4 of Watery Grave, 4 of Shipwreck March, Clearwater Pathway, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Castle Lochthwain, Hall of Storm Giants, Castle Vantress. But you know what? You could go down and not play as many of these. You could replace a lot of these with basics, and the deck would still be essentially as good as it is. So if you're looking for a budget way to compete on the ladder filled with Greasefangs and Selesnya Angels, then check this out. It's very similar to our current standard tempo decks. You got some Spell Pierces, you got some Slip Out the Backs, you got 4 of Delver of Secrets, you got some Tolarian Terrors, Ledger Shredders, but with the Explorer card pool, we can get Chart a Course, we can get Eliminate, we can get Heartless Act. Of course, Eliminate, Heartless Act, even sometimes Drown the Lock is going to be, especially against Greasefang, really good. We get Fatal Push, we get Cling to Dust. We have so many ways to deal with the Greasefang and the Angels that we don't like. And we can also Thoughtseize against combo decks. So we, and then we just basically stick a Delver, maybe another Ledger Shredder, and play a lot of spells, and then eventually drop some, like, 1 or 2 mana Tolarian Terrors for the top end to smash in. And that is how the deck wins. And let's play it on the ladder and see how it goes. If you're new to the channel, this is Manadad. Welcome to the attic here. Very small channel. YouTube algorithm doesn't show my stuff very often, so if you like Explorer content and you want to show that algorithm that Explorer is good, if you don't know what Explorer is, it's basically Pioneer. You can play this in your Pioneer and paper, this deck. But if you like Explorer stuff, if you want to show the algorithm it's good, hit that like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because no guarantee they're going to show you any of my Explorer stuff ever again, unless you do. And then there's a chance. Then you got a chance. All right, let's play some games. Okay. Games with this deck should go fairly quickly. Hey, we got Delver. We got Ledger Shredder. Snap Keep. Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Up against Keruga. Keruga fires. Wish we had Thought Sneeze here. Speaking of sneezes. They seem to be mulliganing for their... Unless you control 2 or more other lands. So we'll just go Delver turn 1. Unfortunately, that's going to be a tap land. Unless we draw a land. Spire Bluff Canal. They flip. Let's smack in. Alright. Is anybody still watching now that I've blown my nose a bunch of times? Ooh, Spell Pierce. Get that Bone Crusher. Do we Ledger Shredder now? I think we're just going to Thoughtseize. They mulliganed a lot of times. Temporary Lockdown. Are we really worried about that? They don't have any white mana at the moment. We'll just take away their Fable of the Mirror Breaker, I think. They've got 2 cards in their graveyard right now. Important to keep an eye on that. Okay, they buy Keruga because they got nothing else they can do. We'll play Ledger Shredder because we got nothing else we can do. Alright, let's fade their white mana. Haha! And victory is ours. Terror shredding. Terror shredding is what I call it when my children play on the guitar. Hollowed Fountain, you never love to see it. Unless you like your spells get countered. Okay, SRAM. Okay, this could be just a blue-white enchantment deck. We're gonna fatal push that. Oh, I should have played Halt and Storm Giants. SRAM again. SRAM again, jiggity jog. They spell pierce. Oh. We do, however, get to Ledger Shred. Let's lose Consider, I think. Next turn we can Heartless Act. Storm Chaser Drake. Storm Chaser Drake we can deal with. I think we definitely want to have the manas available. Let's attempt to kill SRAM. Oh, it worked. Okay. Delve. Would we ever want Hall of the Storm Giants in this matchup? They're not really playing removal. I think we can get away without it. I love the blue-white enchantment decks. Blade, okay. They're helping us out here. Much as I want to grow the Ledger Shredder. We get to flip. Yes. Go ahead and attack. I'll trade the Insectile Aberration if I had to. Chart a course. We'll draw 2. Shipwreck Marsh. Consider. Huh. So, slip out the back could be useful just to get one of their guys off the board. The other hand, we have a chance to Heartless Act right now. Maybe we just don't want Spell Pierce? It's a risky line. Round the Lock is good. How many cards they got in that graveyard? 3. Let's attempt to Heartless Act now. Well, they just got 1 card in hand. And that did it. Opponent gives up to the Terror Shredder. Okay, back trying to find some Angels or some Greasefang to play against. Maybe Nerdgal 666 will be the one. Scary. Ledger Shredder on turn 3 with a Consider is always a good idea, but we have 2 Considers, so I think we can fire one off here. Gonna make in a human. We don't need another land right now. Let's Thought Sneeze. Aha! It's a Transmogrify deck. I'm on to you, Nerd Gal. I've actually been testing out Temur Transmogrify. It's a fun deck. There's some play in Explorer. Yeah, we'll take the damage. Kind of curious what they're trying to Transmogrify into. I guess. No. I'll do the consider. The ran in the look. Cling to dust. Rona's Vortex actually could be very useful if they transmogrify into something that doesn't win immediately. Usually just like the Titan of Industry. Well, you know what's in their hand. They should be careful because once they get that red next turn, they're going to be able to burn down the house. We're going to need Spell Pierce. They lose Rona's Vortex. Lose Heartless Act, I guess. Allow you for 3. End the turn. Here comes Burn Down the House. And probably a scoop. Possibly. They're going to stick it out. It's a scoop. When you counter people's spells, they scoop. Okay. Does Ewok have the Greasefang? Snapkeep. I saw a Delver. I saw a Blue Source. It's a Snapkeeper. It's a Snapkeep. It's a Snapkeep. Flip that Delver. Delvity Delve. Flip that Delver. Delvity Delve. Bone Crusher, no thanks. It's gonna be Rakdos Midrange, perhaps. Very tempted to consider here just to hit my land drop. Got Drown the Lock as long as whatever they cast cost 1. Like a Fatal Push or something. Bone Crusher. We need another card in the graveyard. Fatal Push actually helps because that means they can't recast the Bone Crusher, and it puts more stuff in the graveyard for the Tolarian Terror. Ledger Shredder survives the stomps, but for all we know, they got more removal. Croxa. Oh my. I guess Rona's Vortex? Thanks for the conniving. Conniving Ivan. What have they got in their graveyard now? Just 3 spells? Drown the Lock is legit. Do we have enough of a clock without Delver is the question. We're going to get Tolarian Terror at some point. Shipwreck Marsh. Yeah, let's just cast a Tolarian Terror. Attack for 2. If they make another blood token and kill the Ledger Shredder, so be it. And of course they do. Rakdos midrange. It's so midrange. You know, that last turn I could have considered and cast the Tolarian for 2. I think that was a punt. I think we've punted. What a Tolarian Terror. Don't mind if I do. Are they at the point where they can stick a Croxa? Do we need to worry about them casting Croxa? Let's just end the turn. We'll have Drown in the Loch. In case they get Croxa happy. Shieldred happy. Gonna crack that blood token. Another drain in the look here. Guess we'll cast a terror. Back with the terror. And quite possibly the game. Guess they could get 2 blockers down. They got the Den of the Bugbear. Blood Tithe Harvester, that's 1 blocker. They have just enough for Croxa. Pajau. Attack. And you're gonna scoop or you're gonna play it out? They're gonna play it out. Bit of damage. Alright. Another game. Another win. Okay. On the hunt for a Greasefang or its Lesney Angels. Bound to hit at some point. This could be elves. What is it? It's just green Stompy. Collect a company. Maybe let's draw a card here. No blocks. Old growth Trizzle. How do we want to play this? Marsh. Yeah, that gives me a little bit more flexibility. I really need to find some removal. Primal might me next turn here, or they can play their Steel Leaf Champion. They probably play the Steel Leaf Champion. Green Stompy. Yeah, probably might after the attack. Interesting. Well, Spell Pierce is a little late. Bitter. Fatal Push. Could have used that. Also a little late. I need the Cling to Dust, eh? There. Go for it. For sure they'd eat the Delver, but is the Delver... The Delver's still there. Steel Leaf Champion. Well, Steel Leaf Champion. A Delver. Really need some Tolarian Terrors. We play the Otawara? This takes a lot to charge up. Oh well. That's the turn. Hope they play a spell. Coco Loco. Ah, Overgrowth Troll. That's probably it for me. I think I can beat two of those. Yep. Green Stompy. Okay, well, never did find Selesnya Angels or the Greasefang. You just have to take my word for it. I was dunking on them when I was testing this game on my phone, and that's all I was getting matched up against. But once I got on the PC, it was different. I got I got to see some varied opponents. Did split some games. We beat some Rakdos decks. We lost to some Rakdos decks. Mono Red we beat and lost to. And I end up losing a bunch of games trying to find that Selesnya Angels or Greasefang matchup. But anyways, I do think the deck is probably better overall. If you took a sample of games, getting 40% is kind of low because I do think it has good matchups against a lot of the stronger decks in the format. But anyways, thanks for joining me here in the attic. I'm a Mana Dad. Remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.